While looking for a job last summer, I wanted to have impact on my interviews. I have come up with a 7-step plan that has helped me through this process, and I would like to share it with you. My name is Olivia Snipes, and this is my first year attending CF. Anyone can succeed if they follow these steps. Fill out the application and submit your resume. Clean up your social media sites. Research the company. Put effort into your appearance. Be mindful of body language and signals. Know what to say and not to say, and the follow-up after the interview. The first step is the most important. Filling out an application these days means getting online. Most companies prefer an electronic application. If you must apply in person, then remember that first impressions are key. Dress as you would for an interview and use your best penmanship on the application. Your resume should include your contact information, education, and any kind of awards you have received. Previous employers should be listed as well as 3 references. Make sure to include your email address in the contact information section. In the education section, list your highest degree obtained first. When listing previous employers, begin with the most recent. References are important. You must get the person's permission before listing them. Remember that your resume is the first thing a potential employer will be looking at and determines whether you receive an interview. In today's world, social network sites are a big part of our everyday life. So much so that many employers check out potential employees' social network sites. Your postings and photos gives a glimpse into the real you and allows them to see who you associate with. It is best to take an objective look at your page. You may want to change your security settings. Knowing general information about the company before the interview is essential. Do they have a good reputation in the community? Why do you want to work for them? These are common questions during the interviews, and one you should be prepared to give an honest answer to. Knowing the company's mission statement is essential. This is where the internet can work to your advantage. Most companies have their own websites, and these kinds of details can be found there. If you applied online, you will most likely have seen an About Us or Our History type of tab. This is where the information will be located. This is one of the essentials. Make sure your nails are clipped and clean. Ladies, make sure your nail polish is fresh and not chipped. Most employers like the clean-cut look. Odors can be an issue, and not just the bad ones either. Too much perfume or cologne can send the message you are trying to cover up something. It can be offensive and set off allergic reaction by the interviewer. Choose clothing appropriate for the interview. Tailored, but not too tight, allowing you to move freely. Showcase your face by not wearing loud patterns and designs that distract. Men should choose long-sleeve dress shirts over short-sleeved if no jacket is to be worn. Showing bare arms is a message of weakness or vulnerability. Women may wear dresses or skirts, but be mindful of the length. For ladies wearing dresses or skirts, it is best to cross your legs at the ankles. Sitting comfortably on the edge of the chair keeps you looking attentive and engaged in the conversation. Leaning against the back of the seat may make you look as if you are slouching, uninterested, and not a motivated person. If you are nervous and do not know what to do with your hands, just put them in your lap. When you shake hands with the interviewer, make sure it is firm and confident. Men should not overdo it and seem as if they are in an arm wrestling match. This is your time to shine, so make sure to use those manners your mother taught you. Yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am are required during the interview. This can be difficult if the interviewer is younger than you in age, but you must respect the position they hold. Do not use slang such as yup and yeah during the interview. Companies want to hire people who sound professional and intelligent. Hold yourself to that standard even after the interview. Do not get caught up in gossip with the interviewer. You may know somebody in the company, which is how you found out about the job. Weigh your words carefully and do not express personal feelings about them or other employees that you may know or have met during the application process, even if it is initiated by the interviewer. Gossip gets shut down when you don't respond. You should never leave the interview without clarifying the timeline for the company's decision and the process they will use to notify you whether or not you were chosen. A family friend shared how they ended their interviews by handing the interviewer a business-sized card with their photo and contact information. This is a great idea and one that can make you stand out among many. If your application was electronic, this card is now a tangible reminder of who you are and how to reach you. The interviewer will not have to look you up on the computer to contact you again. Another standout practice is to write a thank you note to the interviewer ahead of time and leave it with the receptionist on your way out. Addressing the card to the interviewer ahead of time helps you practice and remember their name for the interview. This is a general thank you note for considering you for the job and again expresses your interest in the position. After following these 7 steps, you will have made yourself a competitive candidate. I am confident you will stand out from among the crowd and land the job of your dreams. These are my sources. Hire Me by Roy Blitzer, Fire to Hire by Tori Johnson, Knock 'em Dead 2007 by John Yates. These can be found in the libraries in Citrus County.